Your discipline is the most attractive thing about you. You think it's your looks, your style, your charm, your smooth words, your witty replies, your hustle talk. But the truth is simple and brutal. None of that means anything without discipline. Discipline is what separates men who impress from men who are irresistible. Not just to women, but to the world itself. Discipline is rare. And anything rare becomes valuable, unforgettable, magnetic. Most men will never realize this. They'll spend their whole lives polishing the surface, never sharpening the core. Understand this: attraction isn't about looks, it's about energy. The energy of a man who keeps his word to himself. The energy of a man who doesn't flinch when things get hard. The energy of a man who says no to what destroys him, and yes to what sharpens him, every single day. That kind of energy can't be faked. And everyone around you feels it, even if they can't explain it. It's in how you move, how you carry yourself, how you enter a room. You don't need to flex. You don't need to beg. You don't need to chase. Because when your life is built on discipline, you become the gravity. You become the standard. And everything either rises to meet you, or falls away. Most men are slaves to their feelings. They only work when they feel like it. They only train when they're motivated. They only show up when it's easy. And they wonder why nothing in their life is stable. Why their relationships crumble. Why they don't feel respected, even by themselves. But a disciplined man is different. He doesn't obey feelings. He commands them. He doesn't bow to distraction. He eliminates it. He doesn't scroll endlessly, numb and lost. He puts the phone down and builds. Discipline rewires your brain. It takes you from reactive to relentless, from soft to steel. Discipline builds what words never could. You say you want her respect. You say you want people to take you seriously. You say you want to feel like a man. Then start acting like one. Not by being louder, but by becoming more consistent. Because she doesn't fall for what you say. She falls for what you repeat. And if you repeatedly break your own word, why would anyone else trust it? When she sees you wake up at 5 a.m. and hit the gym without fail. When she sees you sacrifice temporary pleasure for permanent growth. When she sees you delay gratification for something greater. She doesn't just feel attracted. She feels safe. She feels inspired. She feels your presence, even in your silence. That's not game. That's gravity. You want confidence? Earn it. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you build a brick in the fortress of your confidence. And every time you break it, you tear one down. You can't fake self-respect. You either live in alignment, or you live in anxiety. Confidence isn't standing in front of a mirror and repeating affirmations. It's standing in front of your life and owning your habits. It's skipping the junk food, reading when you'd rather scroll, working when nobody's watching, training when it's pouring rain, freezing cold, or you're mentally drained. That's where real confidence is forged. Because in those moments, when comfort screams and you still choose discipline, you become a man that even your inner critic can't argue with. Discipline makes you dangerous, in the right way. Not violent, not chaotic, but composed, calculated, calm. You become the kind of man people don't want to test. Not because you bark, but because you've bled quietly in places they've never been. When you're disciplined, you stop reacting. You start predicting. You don't get thrown off course by people's opinions or your own emotions. You have a code, a mission, a rhythm, and anyone who steps close to you feels it. That's not arrogance. That's alignment. And alignment is magnetic. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be ruthless with your standards. You're going to fall. You're going to slip. But the disciplined man gets back up, faster than anyone else. Because discipline isn't about being flawless. It's about being forged. It's about choosing to be different in a world that celebrates laziness, distraction, and comfort. It's about walking away from easy and sprinting toward the hard. Every single day, your discipline will speak louder than any status, money, or words ever could. You don't need to chase approval, because when your life is a reflection of mastery, respect finds you. Discipline is the highest form of self-love. It's proof that you believe in your future more than your feelings. It's the clearest signal to the world. I know who I am. I know where I'm going. And nothing will stop me. That is attractive. To women, to business, to opportunity, to your future self. So if you feel overlooked, disrespected, misunderstood, good. Use that. Don't whine. Don't beg. Don't explain. Just get disciplined. Get so sharp, so consistent, so locked in, that the world no longer has a choice but to respect you. Because your looks will fade. Your status may come and go. Your words will be forgotten. But your discipline? That will outlast everything. It will build your body, sharpen your mind, forge your character, and attract everything you once chased. So stop trying to convince people. Outgrow them. Outlast them. Outwork them. Outdiscipline them. And watch what happens when you become the man who doesn't talk about the storm. Because he is the storm.